You think you can watch us?
While they were out walking, Goldilocks and her two sisters came along. They got to the bear's house and knocked on the door. When no one answered, the girls decided to go inside. When they came into the kitchen, they noticed 3 bowls of porridge that looked